Good afternoon. Today is June the 16th, 2020. This is the Service Hero Show. 365 days of awesome. Celebrate success through service. And yes, this is the Service Hero Show. You may not recognize it. In fact, yes, we have a whole new look. Staying with some of the feel, yet an updated look. It's about time. Plus, we're going live on another page. We are going to start going live on the actual quote unquote public page for the show. So I hope everybody's going to find us. You know what? We'll have fun with who do find us and share in this historic moment. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty exciting. I want to recognize Helene Wilson, one of our chemo buddies for life. We're going to be talking about them today. Welcome, Helene, one of my buddies, and she is actually the ambassador of our chat. We have Sherry McQueen. She is actually one of the senior ambassadors for Chemo Buddies for Life. Again, we're going to be talking about Chemo Buddies because in truth, as I always say, all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. And she has joined us as an ambassador and has quickly become, well, let's just say she does it all. We have to say, okay, let's share the wealth, and we have plenty of it. We have plenty of things to be able to be done, and I just want to say welcome to the two of you. You know, it's an exciting day, and I want to talk about it. I want to share what is going on because there's a lot of excitement going on June the 16th, 2020. I started the Service Hero Show over 3 years ago, or it was over 2 years ago, and I want to say hello, Cinnamon. So happy you're here with us. Thank you for being here. This is a big day, a real big day, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of the new look? I kind of like it. We're going to talk about it. And Amy Morrison, what do you think of our new look? I'm loving it. I am really loving it. And wait until you guys, I'm going to give you kind of the lowdown on it and what we're going to do about it. It's kind of exciting. I love exciting. I love fun. You know that. Anybody that knows me knows that, yes, I am a bit of an Energizer bunny and always up to stuff. And it's all about everyone else. And this is just along those lines. And we're going to really get into a lot of this new look. And in fact, this gentleman right here will be talked about in just a few minutes. Not yet, though. And hello, Skip Thomas. Thank you for being here on the big reveal. Yes, I agree, Amy. So cool, right? And Ariel, Crystal, they just got their journals. How exciting is that? Yes, our celebration journal that's right here off to my right shoulder. So we're going to ask our buddies who received those to take selfies if they will. Not a requirement, but we would love to be able to share in that joy. Okay, so the history here, absolutely fantastic. I agree with you 100%, Helene. I'm loving this because you know what? Anytime you do anything like this, and I'm still waiting for your journal, you're going to get it. You're going to get it here very soon. They all went out on the same day, and we've been wondering how long it would take for anybody. And yes, the Canada and UK ones went out on the same day as the United States. And we're going to have a second shipment here soon. So if you didn't get your name and address in, let us know. If you're a buddy, we want to make sure that you're getting your celebration journal. All right, so back to this. So the Service Hero Show, for anybody that knows it, loves it, has been there with it. and has been there as it's evolved, of which Skimp is one. Amy actually has been around for a while too, and celebrated many a service hero with me. The very first service hero was Chris Miller. And that day, just like anybody that knows me, knew that I was up to something, and she came over to work on something else. And I said, I've got this. I'm going to start it. Let's do it today. So we went out on my side yard. And anybody that goes out and anybody that goes to the YouTube channel, we're going to be talking about that in a little bit. You'll be able to go to 2018 and to Service Hero Show number 1. That show, we were in my family room. We were talking about chemo buddies for life. Again, all roads lead to chemo buddies. We were talking about it, and I had told her that I had been challenged, decided what I was going to do about it, and hey, no time like today to get it started. So that was the very first Service Hero Show. I was talking to someone today about this very subject, about how when you're ready, you just do. It may not be perfect, but you get it started and you find your wings. Ha! Wings. Yes, I love it. I love it. And let's keep up on everyone. Everybody's saying hello and thank you, Skip. Or you do. We all appreciate you for doing an awesome job. Sincerely, all of us. I love it, Helene. That's very cool. Very cool. And I agree. There's a lot of people that we're going to be celebrating right now because it takes many to get anything done. And we're going to kind of go through a state of the change, state of the rebranding, because there's a lot to still come. We're going to be doling it out here in little bits. However, in the end, again, all roads lead to what? Okay, answer the question. I know you're going to answer it correctly. However, there's even more to what all roads lead to, and part of why all of this is being done. So, the evolution, we know that it was May of 2018. I believe it was May that the very first Service Hero show was done. Now, for over 400 shows have been done. Not all of them have even been loaded into the YouTube. And this right here is going to have a lot to do with the fact that it will be done. Ha! There's always a way to get something done. Make it fun. Make it a win, win, win for everyone. That's what we're doing. Yes, better things. I love it. Better things have, and so many amazing things are happening. So the evolution. I should have grabbed, and in fact, while I'm talking, I'm going to grab an old image. I mean, we have them. We have plenty of them. The Service Hero images that we've been dealing with for a long period of time, and many people will remember this. At some point, now it's nostalgia, so how cool is that? So this was our very first image. Well, not even the first one, but this is the one that most recently we've had up. And yes, if you look below on the runner down there, you see the Keep Smiling movement. They have become one of our very first sponsors of a type, an affiliate, a sponsor. And we're going to have many more. Yes, we are. We've got good stuff coming around the corner. This is what we started with, 365 days of awesome, of which, yes, Tasha Cooney's challenge. Celebrate success through service. That is my brand, and my coach at the time, Allison Larson, I give her a lot of credit because she was troubleshooting it with me, asking me really good questions about why I would take this on, especially why would Tamara Hunter take on a live show when she doesn't really know what she's doing when it comes to technology. Well, it was because of that. I had, and I have, an international nonprofit to run and to build and to get it, and so that we can affect that one out there, the many ones throughout the world. And how do you do that? You use the tools at hand, and the tools at hand are the internet. And we have amazing opportunities right now at this period of time to use the tools for good. And that's what I believe in. I believe in it. And I love it when the chat is taking place, because anybody that knows our organization of Chemo Buddies for Life knows that we chat. So let's continue. So we had the very first show that took place, our very first service hero, Chris Miller. She was standing right there. I had a selfie stick, you can tell. And we went around trying to look for somewhere that wasn't too sunny. I was trying to remember what I remembered from way long ago in camera class. And, so, I love to learn. And so I was trying to remember all the things, where's the light supposed to go? On and on and on. And so we found a place. And we went live, and it was all for a few moments, a few minutes. That was it, the very first Service Hero show. From there, started to find its wings, and over 2 years later, we now, and Cinnamon, I want to see what you're saying, to update everybody. I saw my dermatologist, and she found, this is, for anybody since we're on the public side right now, that all roads lead to Chemo Buddies for Life in my world. All roads. And I have many roads. We're going to talk about that. But all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. And because it is my purpose, my passion in life. We have built an amazing family, a community that we share and we chat. We do every night in a closed group. And then they come and they join us also to be inspired. And thank you for sharing. We'll talk about that tonight, because I am the leader of the chat with others, and so tonight, Cinnamon, we'll talk about that too. So, we started this, and full circles are happening right now, guys. It's not an accident. There's so much happening in the world right now. You can look at it it's just like, anything. You can look at it for whatever place you want to come from. You want to come from a place that there's a lot going on, and you want to dwell on the disruption. Oh, there's plenty. However, if you are one like me that wants to dwell on the positive, because there's so much, and in truth, there's no competition. There is no competition. In the end, we know the ending to the story. Good wins. Okay, so it's a good idea to be on the side of the good. And how do we get there? We do it together. And that's what we're doing. We're building that. And so go live during the day with inspirational stories. In fact, I love this image. And we're going to get to the evolution of all of this now. This is for the Facebook page. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? I absolutely love it. I love the image. The image, okay, so the tag is inspiring stories of those inspiring others. Inspiring stories of those inspiring others. Service Heroes, the Service Heroes show. All right, so there's a lot going on right here. However, it all ties in, and it all ties into the brand and what has been said in Service Heroes over the last 2+ years. become a service hero. We all have a service hero inside. The newer one is actually our actual tag that we've taken on, and I will give credit where credit is due. It is something that Skip Thomas, when he is our board member over digital platforms, and he has a very solid background in branding. So I went to him and I asked him if he would help, and he absolutely has. He has helped, and he's gone much further than helping. He has been there helping to teach me how to do this. And so he came up with that, inspiring stories of those inspiring others. And he's a storyteller. So, and I am too. So I love the new tag. That is our tag now for the Service Hero Show. And then the actual brand, the logo piece. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. What do you see there? What's your feeling the feeling that you get? I'll tell you mine in a moment. And Amy Morrison, thank you so very much. I love everyone here. Absolutely we are, because we're full of a bunch of stuff. I mean, we laugh together. We have humor. We love each other. We have a lot of heart. We have hope. So humor, hope, heart. So get them in order, Tamara. A lot of hugs, and we do the virtual one. And also, what I've been told by some that have come on the Service Hero Show, it's a great time to also give yourself a nice little massage. And a whole lot of love. Yes, 2020 is the year of love, and we have now declared, actually I did, I took my president title and actually used it to say that it is the decade of love for Chemo Buddies for life. And all brands that Tamara Hunter has anything to do with, all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. So, and so Helene is saying, Cinnamon, we are all here for you at any time. We love you. And that is what it's all about, guys. Each one of you have an awesome day. Scooby-Doo, laughing out loud. I love you, Helene. All right, so, and I'll be thinking about you. All right, so Skip Thomas also helped with the logo. I have been on a logo search literally for months for Service Heroes. Actually, I would say even longer. I have. I would get serious about it, and then I'd get discouraged. And you know what? It happens. And I'm sharing this very openly because, yes, I move on a dime. However, I give a lot of thought to everything I do. So there's a little both going on. And yes, I can be a little bit of a whirlwind. I love you, Colleen. Love you, love you. See you tonight and in our chat. And I can be a bit of a whirlwind, yes. However, I'm a student also. And yes, a self-proclaimed geek. Everybody calls them challenges. That's the modern way to do it. I'm good with homework, guys. Just call it what it is in Tamara's world. I love it. Homework. I geek out on it. I love it. Well, though the logo was getting to be a bit of an issue for me, because the logo we had before, yes, Tamara, myself, had created it. And to remind you guys what it looked like, let me bring it back up. We can compare. It was done in good old-fashioned PicMonkey. And I took a free image, and then I reworked it and found another free image and learned some graphics, very simple stuff. I was excited about it, quite honestly. It served us well for over 2 years, right around that long. However, it wasn't scalable. It didn't have the functionality that we need now because of where we're going. There's so much more, and it was time for us to level up, go to that next step. So I seriously was on a search. And so anybody that gets frustrated with with it? Can you just say Tamara Hunter and we'd be good? Yes. And anybody around me for any period of time lately knows that I've been hounding them with very minute things because I am a very detailed person. I may just go like this, but the details matter to me. So I found an image relatively, kind of like the bones of what I liked. And then I sought out my dear friend and board member, Skip Thomas, and asked for help. You gotta ask for help, guys. When you need help, be willing to give help. And when you really need it, I really needed it. It was well beyond my pay grade and skill level. Could I have learned? Yes. Would have taken another year? I don't want to put it that way. Would it have taken a while? Yes. And so he helped me. And together, multiple different versions, we came up with what we've got here. And I absolutely love it for a variety of different reasons. I look at it and I see inspiration, soaring, finding a way to soar, inspiring others, making a difference through service, spreading our wings. I don't know what type of wings those are, but I'm thinking that they're like eagle wings. That's what I'm thinking. And there's a whole different side to that when it comes to different cultures. I love the circle. That was really important to me because we are global. The star being a star, have an old-fashioned gold star. Who didn't love that when you were a kid? And I love homework. So why wouldn't we have a gold star? And that someone could be the star when they are serving someone else. They just may be that person's star, that person that showed up in that moment in time that made a huge difference. Or maybe a real star, whatever it may be. However, oh boy, I can take a while to work on. I see, oh boy, can take a while to work it all out. Absolutely. And I got a few brands. We're going to be talking about that in a minute. I got a few brands going on. Again, all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. All right, so we now know this is the look and feel of the current and newer Service Hero show. All right, so I've started loading it. Not everywhere yet. It takes a little while, but I will say that on Facebook and on YouTube now, the newer images are there. And then this is the first show. I am going to also encourage, because the shows are being loaded, though many of them don't even have the details in them yet, because seriously, guys, I've been a little busy, and so I wasn't loading them in. I was keeping them, but I wasn't loading them anywhere long term. And or if I was, I found out that some were loaded public and some were enlisted, so it was a mess. We're cleaning that up now. And so I'm going to encourage, and then I'm going to actually encourage with a gift. I'm going to encourage everybody that has been a service hero to see if their show is there. Give me information, updated information that I can load into the bio. Please, I'm going to encourage you to give contact information. You all are doing such amazing things. And then once it's done, I haven't finished creating the image, but I am creating an image that is going to have the updated look and feel that will give the Service Hero show number and their name or the date. It depends, because I have two different groupings now. Post-COVID, it's the date. Before COVID, it was numbered. So once you have done all of that, and yes, I'm going to ask for you to subscribe. We need these numbers up. We need to get this over 1,000. Truthfully, we need to be over 10,000, and it's going to really help all of the causes. We need to get this going, and that will take no time. 10,000, we're there. Okay, let's do it. And so we will make an image for you with the new look and feel that you can post in all your social media that you are a service hero. It will then drive traffic back to your show, and you'll have updated information in there. Also, any of the ones that I've had a little issues getting live, I am already starting to schedule some of those people on to have a live show. Or if you were live with me, but it wasn't a show where we really got to go into the images and tell the full story, that I'm revisiting those because I want to serve our service heroes. And yes, there's more. I'm not going to give it all away though right now. But I did pull up the image, so there you go. This is Skip Thomas. Anybody that doesn't know in the winter look what he looks like. And so thank you, Skip, again for helping with the branding. Now, let's keep going. Why am I doing this? Well, many of you know that I am the first Global Next Impactor. And it's taken a little time. However, I own it. I'm owning it, and we're going to go big with it. And in fact, tomorrow, I'm finishing up my homework on this. Tomorrow, the NGO Whisperer, Caroline, she interviewed me for her TV station, her TV streaming TV show that is networked throughout the world. And hello, Carol. What do you think of the new look for Service Heroes? I hope you like it. I do. And in this show, I am not all the way through. I have to give my okay, yet it's beautiful the way that she cut it, and it's very impactful. We are going international, and let me share with you this platform of the Next Impactor has truly impacted All Roads Lead Back to Chemo Buddies. It has. I now, in the middle of the night, because that's, it is a worldwide situation, and so we're on different time zones and different days. It's very interesting to be in that piece of it now, and it's happening. We have people coming to us internationally now, that want to team with one of the brands. It might be Chemo Buddies, it might be Service Heroes, and it may be with Tamara L. Hunter. And we're going to talk about that. Tamara L. Hunter with one of the titles, of which the big global one right now is the first Global Next Impactor. So tomorrow, be watching for the release of this program. I am so excited. Yeah, I agree with you, Carol. I am loving it. Just even looking at it as the show's going on, I'm like, it's almost like I need to stop and look, but we're live. And I am so excited about it. You've been doing a lot of writing today. I'm glad to hear that. Always glad to hear that. And when you do, so many amazing breakthroughs and great things come out of it. So thank you for sharing that with us, because, again, what is it that this platform, and you're going to see something's coming up here soon, and it's all going to come together, guys. All right, so this particular brand, Tamara Hunter Global Next Impactor, the first one, what this is allowing for is the international touch. This is the full platform and the piggybacking of all of the different brands together, and helping to bring attention back to the Service Heroes show, attention back to Chemo Buddies, all roads lead to Chemo Buddies, attention back to itself. Yeah, I got some ideas on that one. We need to talk. Those that are in the next impactor and the global's next impactor. I'm about ready to kind of like talk to you guys about some ideas. So next, what I want to do is I'm recognizing people because it takes teams to make anything happen. And this woman and this gentleman are people that possibly some of you do not know. Some of the loyal fans of the Service Hero Show, those that are within Chemo Buddies for Life, you may not know them because you may not be aware of the fact, because I actually did take a little leave of absence. However, I am now officially back. That I am one of the very few training directors, yes, training directors, with Speakers Pathway Coalition. It's a unique program, very unique, and they have different subsections within it. And it may not be exactly what you think it may be. You see, Dr. Sony Jackson, yes, Dr. Sony Jackson, as fun as she is, she's an excellent wordsmith. She is amazing at funnels and how to get your message out there in the digital platforms, how to create all these different pathways yes, wink, wink, to make them happen. And so when you have them done properly, you can then have the time to be the human in the human action. However, some of the functions that can be done digitally, if set up correctly and intelligently, then it frees you up to be able to make a difference with others. That is exactly who Sony Jackson is. And we are sisters in this program. The only two girls, I'll show you the full team. The only two girls in the group. And this is my team from Speakers Pathway Coalition. And we have, if you know any of these people, you know their specialties and you know that they're the top of their fields. We're talking very top of their fields. The gentleman below me is Preston. He's my brother. I love him. He's all things digital, website, the suitcase entrepreneurial lifestyle, how you can travel the world with your family and have a business, and so much more. And they are both helping me, along with many others, for a new website that is going to become my hub. And that is tamaralhunter.com. I'm going to be having a meeting this afternoon with Sony. We've been working on this. Preston's been working on it. We've been working on this for a while, guys. Nothing happens fast if it's done really well, except for just starting. But I had this discussion earlier. I had to start to see if there was interest. We have interest. Now I had to kind of step backwards and build the foundational pieces so that I can then go forward. Again, all roads leading to Chemo Buddies. So these two amazing, my brother and sister from this small team, along with the whole team, they are such a supportive group, another family that I don't talk a lot about, yet you're going to be hearing more about because they're doing some amazing stuff. We've got some really great things that we're working on that I'm going to be excited to share with all of you. And why did they bring me on? How to build a movement. How to build a movement. And how to build it organically to affect the world. That is my That is why they brought me on. And they've been allowing me to actually do exactly that. I've been with them for a couple of years now. However, they've been supporting me in many ways to help me to then be able to have the credentials and be successful with everything we're doing. They've been such a supportive team. So I want to do some recognizing in that it takes many. So all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. So when I ran for the next impactor, Chemo Buddies had a different look. I didn't grab our old image. It had evolved to, and that's a whole nother show, but it had evolved from oh my to somewhat okay to taking what was somewhat okay and then creating a file that could be then used in digital platforms like is needed now. And my teammate Brooke Curran is a graphic designer, and she is a volunteer with Chemo Buddies for Life. She's actually a huge supporter, so much so that we believe we've already won. We'll be hearing our name in a couple of weeks for a grant that she secured all the work she put in for it, and then she secured a match for it to then take the Chemo Buddies for Life brand to, yes, you know what I'm going to say, to have it knock out of the park, have it just explode, take its growth and just go out there on a global level. This is the person that helped with this image. Now, all of these images have everything to do with each other. That is the reality of it. And Brooke has been teaching me a lot of this because of graphics and Skip, and also this woman right here, Andrea Adams Miller. You'll see her name floating across the bottom here a lot because she's a PR person, and she teamed with me and this show. She's the executive director of the Keep Smiling movement, the Smiling Books, and they just had a huge campaign. She's also helping Chemo Buddies, Service Heroes, Tamara Hunter in a PR way to get our names out there. And we are also highlighting many of the people that fit our service hero qualifications. Because yes, we've got them. We do. And she has been a supporter of the show and had been wanting me to write a chapter for one of the Keep Smiling movement books with Ken and Barry Shore, Ken Rochin and Barry Shore, for the last couple of years. I just submitted my article. At some point, we will have our first Keep Smiling book. And yes, it's going to go with our theme of Chemo Buddies and the Celebration Journal. We'll tell you guys more about that when it gets announced. But that's a little bit about what's going on there. So, what is this all about? Well, again, it's all about all roads lead back to Chemo Buddies. And this gentleman right here, you see his name also down here, Tony Aminetti. You'll never see him live with me. He's already told me, don't even ask, so I don't. However, he knows that I know, and he knows that I'll brag about him every once in a while, and he's given me full permission. We right now have a beta site at Chemo Buddies for Life. We've had a beta site now that was stealth at this point last year. It was announced after I won the next impactor. We have been preparing for it to become an actual website. And all of these brands needed to be cleaned up and needed to be able to work together because of the fact that I've been talking about all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. Well, we've got some big announcements that are going to be taking place here in a bit. But on the road again, looking for service heroes. Haven't done that for a while because we've all been kind of like locked up. I say, not locked up. Let's be real. That's Tamara's humor coming out. Wink, wink. No, we've been on stay-at-home orders and we're being phased into being able to go out there more, right? So I'm a part of a speaking coalition, Stages. I have a show that highlights people all over the place, and I go live when I'm doing that. Service Heroes. We have the Next Impactor, making a difference, and all roads leading back to Chemo Buddies for life. Yes, because we are preparing for the website to go to graduate into a true website. There's a lot of work involved. I had no idea in the beginning how much. You guys have been hearing about it for a while. The brands needed to be cleaned up. They needed to be automated. They needed to be scalable. They needed to be able to, if we're on the road and someone has a nomination for a service hero, what happens right now? They nominate them and they tell me about it. Or if it is Andrea, she puts them in my calendar. She's the only one. Here soon that will be automated. Also, we have the show take place. Then download, upload, share out to social media. Here soon, working on it to be automated. Then you get the idea, right? So when, for like the Global Next Impactor, I am writing the articles and I have other magazines that are coming to me and asking for me to have a column, I haven't been able to say yes yet because of all of this other work. Now, having these platforms in place, we're going to be able to have much more exposure, and we are preparing to team with some international magazines and radio stations, also TV. So we have to hook it up. How do you hook it up? You got to have a website. Does Chemo Buddies for Life have a website? They have a beta site. Does Service Heroes have a website? Had one. No, but we are building one right now. And then all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. Tamara L. Hunter, does an article. You have to refer back to where can they find you. If you have one hub that is external from the social media, that then points them to all their websites and then the social media. You get the idea? Yes. So this is what we were told by many during this period of time when we had some quote unquote time on our hands to get these things done. Some people have seen me tired. Yeah, because when you're working something 24/7 as it is, where do you find the time? You find the time. It's just like yesterday. Yesterday when Todd was a service hero, he basically said, I think it was online, but I know we had a really in-depth conversation afterwards. Fascinating man. And he was saying, if you really want to make something happen, very successful entrepreneur, he's into helping with the climate and so much best-selling author. And he said, you really want to make something happen, start doing it. Just start doing it. but then really do it. Put your all into it. And if you want to really make it happen, you will find the time, the resources, whatever it may be. Have I had to ask? Yes. But is it have to? No. What do you get to do when you're working with your friends and you're doing you're co-oping, or you're finding affiliates, or you're doing whatever you may be doing in a team environment? You may be employing them. You may then be employed. There's so many possibilities. That's how I started this show, that there are so many amazing, wonderful, positive opportunities going on today, June the 16th, 2020. Is there a huge shift taking place? Yes. Am I sugarcoating the events that have hurt a lot of people? No. Do I look at things square in the face? Absolutely, all day long. 24/7, 365 days of awesome. Yes. I have a nonprofit that deals in cancer and is also helping to ease the suffering of those that have been feeling isolated. We've been opening our doors, quote unquote, to those affected by COVID-19, the pandemic, and others that are feeling desperate and isolated and need a good dose of humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a lot of love within our family. We just ask a few things, simple, really, and they comply, because you know what? Everybody that comes into our organization, everybody that comes to our home, everybody that comes to our community says the same thing. Wow. Wow. I feel it. I'm feeling it. I'm getting it. And I want more. I want to get more of it. And then they share more. And so a full circle happened on Friday. Those of you that are fans of this show and have been since the first day will understand this. On Friday, I was the one, different admins for our closed group go in to welcome our new family members, our new community members within the closed group. And I went in and I saw a name. And literally, I had to take my glasses off. I had to rub my eyes. I cleaned my glasses and I took a deep breath, and then I clicked onto it to make sure it was who I thought it was. Sandra Graves joined our community. And she'll have no problem with me sharing this. Their family has given me full permission years ago. You see, she is my, if you will, adopted stepmom, because her daughter was Sharon Nichols Ward. Sharon Nichols Ward was with us the very first service hero. She showed up to every single one as the ambassador for Chemo Buddies for Life. Sharon Nichols Ward took us global as our senior ambassador, while I was running half-heartedly, to be honest, because I am. In the very beginning, we decided to go. Many have heard this story, decided to go for it. Yet, we're building a global nonprofit, and there's only a few of us, all volunteers. She said, no, honey. That's how she always called me honey. Honey, this is a very sweet voice. Honey, we have to do this. I'll take care of the buddies, and you go out there and do what you do. Well, many don't understand and do not know, yet now it will be coming out more, is that Mom, anybody in the closed group will see, On that welcome, she responded back to me, Mom. Mom also was there with Sharon, supporting our organization from the beginning, nearly the beginning, believing in it. And she also saw firsthand the magic that it creates and did create for Sharon and so many others. Now she has come into our family. She needed some time, and she said, okay, I took the time. Now I'm ready to go. So here soon, you guys are going to get to meet her. You're going to get to know her. You're going to get to love her. You see, we are building something solid. We are building a platform that makes a difference. And the look and feel that we have here for Tamara Hunter Service Heroes, all roads lead back to Chemo Buddies. This was started when I say that some of our stage 4s were starting to give up. Yeah, you now get it. Sharon was our inspiration for this show. Yes. Full circle. There's so many amazing things happening right now. I can't even go into it because it would blow your mind, because it's blowing mine. However, I am accepting it with grace and understanding that there is a significant ability for all of us, all roads lead back to Chemo Buddies, for us to all join together in something pretty spectacular. And it's something as simple as a 4-letter word. And we use it a lot. We declared the year 2020, and then I later said the decade, to be the year and the decade of love. I have just made the case and shared the excitement of the first of the brands that I have that are leading back to a program that we are literally taking global and will be available for anyone who needs a buddy, for that one person in the middle of the night. And I had a discussion in the middle of the night with a gentleman out of India this week. And I let him know as I was chatting with him that you and your family and many others are who it is when I talk about that I am seeing. And they are becoming buddies. We are officially global. We have buddies in Canada. We have buddies in the UK. We have buddies in many countries. We just haven't been able to have translators yet. So I haven't been saying, but we have ambassadors in place in many countries, all thanks to Sharon Nichols Ward. Yes. Amazing how, when you are working on something that makes a difference. We went live like that, Chris Miller and myself, and I struggled a while to get it, and so that it would be in the show. And we are now just beginning, guys, because we're going to take this to the next level, and we're going to create an actual show, something that looks and feels like an actual show that we can be proud of. Because again, this is a show that we are interacting here, and I am now looking. We have so many more people. I've got really lost in that information that I was sharing about the sequence of events. And I just want to say, America's mom, best mom, amazing mom, I want to get your title right. service hero that you are, Lachelle. I absolutely adore you. She is amazing. She's like one of the best moms out there. Nice to see you. Yes, America's Supermom. That's it. My eyes were a little watery. I'm sorry. Yes, America's Supermom. Absolutely. And yes, you do so much for so many. And I just love featuring you. We need to get your current information, and then I will be giving you your updated post. Also, we have Mikey Adam Cohen. The world's in on June. I love you. I love you, Mikey. I love you. You know, thank you for sharing. I love you. I love you. And the thing I love about our group and service heroes and everybody, that because of the fact that I am the president and co-founder of a nonprofit, yes, we do not discriminate. We are open-minded. The only thing we are insistent on is that no one is going to come into our community and hurt anyone. However, with that said, we are all about humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a lot of love. And we have opened our doors to those that need us. So if anybody got a little wigged out about that, come and see us and come into the closed group, share some humor, hope, heart, and a lot of hugs, and a lot of love. You'll be okay. We'll be good. We'll be good, because we are bringing people together with a higher frequency called love, and it can be very healing. And yes, Sharon is amazing. I agree, Amy. And isn't that an amazing story that now we have her mom with us in our movement again? She was with us before she needed time. She's here. And that says something, guys. She's been here since the beginning. She's seen it behind the scenes, and she wants to come and serve. That tells you what we've got. We've got something pretty spectacular. And Service Heroes is a show that I started to bring a light, an inspiration, again, inspiring stories of those inspiring others for our buddies and the world. We all need inspiring stories. And that is what we have in Service Heroes. And I want to take it and share these stories and let the people that have taken their time to share and be generous to our buddies, highlight them and get the exposure for them, because that's what it's all about. The numbers are not for me. The numbers are for them. And all roads lead back to Chemo Buddies for Chemo Buddies. I am only here for a portion of time with the program, getting it built, then passing the torch to the next person. Make sure that it is ready for that. Not going until. However, at some point in time, there will be that next person. It's not mine. It's a nonprofit, a 501c3. And yes, that's what we're building. Sharon's legacy is loving on so many of us. Yes, absolutely. And her mom, yes, yay, absolutely. So as we close today, I want to say thank you to everyone. And I've been asked who helped put this all together in the end. I will say I've learned a few things. I found the blue fonts. However, I had a lot of help and a lot of bouncing off ideas. You should have seen some of them in the beginning a couple months ago or more. Yes, I've been working on this for a little while because I didn't want to change it and change it and change it. I wanted to come up with one thing and be done. Go on to the next. Boom, done. So if you are a service hero, please go and see if your show is there. If it's not, let me know and we'll put your show up. And then let's update your information and let's get you an updated image that you can share out on social media. Also, while you're there, like the channel, please. I'm putting it out there that we've got 10,000 plus, and we should in no time. Really, come on. Also, I'm going to start running the show here so that we can have more people coming. It's time. I ran it on my personal page for a long time because it was more of that look. Now we have the look and feel that we are professional, a professional show, yet with the town home feel to it. We're not losing our feel, guys. It is still about the buddies, and it is still something special, but it's a little bit more too. So, like the page too, please. Tamara L. Hunter's Service Heroes. Like the page on Facebook and share it out. Share out your favorite shows. Please go to YouTube and share that out. We really want to be able to get to that next level for all of the buddies or all the service heroes. Again, it's a what comes around goes around. And then next, something that I had announced before, and it takes sometimes a while. However, it looks as though there's been a way to figure out how to do it. Here soon, be looking for a digital magazine. Yes, we're going to finally do it. So, there'll only be so many that can go into it, and there'll be more coming soon too. I've got plenty of people talking to me about ideas. We've got plenty of things coming. So this brand here is a brand that, again, all roads lead to Chemo Buddies. And there's going to be more roads talked about here soon. I'm not going to talk about it quite yet, but we'll announce it soon. Be watching. All right, everyone. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for having the excitement with me to say, job well done for all of those that have been there supporting all of these brands, and so that we can affect the one. In the end, that's what it really is all about. And then all the other brands that are affecting their ones. And we are raising the vibration of the world. Call it hocus pocus as you want, but last night was Magic Monday in the Chemo Buddies for Life closed group, and I was the substitute host. So I've got hocus pocus on the brain, and yes, there may be a little magic to it. However, there's science behind it too. We're going to raise the frequency of this world, one nonprofit at a time, one service hero at a time, one individual at a time, and all of us collectively through one word: love. All right, let's do this. See you guys later.